reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, to me.
Hello, hello beautiful souls, happy April, hello from Isle of Skye, hello, I'm still alive. Hello, I'm gonna be very short on the beginning and I will do the intro talk when I set the camp. So, I've been waiting for a good weather, about 100 years. If you're living in the UK, you probably know that it was raining almost 3 months and we've been hit every week by low pressure.
Plenty of showers,
Wind warning,
and wet and windy again. Wet and windy weather,
very persistent rain with this rain.
plenty of showers.
Were there tornadoes across the UK on Monday? Just how wet has April, spring 2024 been?
So I've been literally waiting 3 weeks with my backpack, ready to go to Isle of Skye.
Surprise, surprise, it'll be a lot more settled compared with recent months of wet weather.
So 2 months ago I had my single mastectomy. I don't have yet a recovery, so I have just cut and boop because it's lighter than jelly boop. I have a new backpack. I have a new boots. I don't have a new piercing. That was there before. I'm a little bit like you slapped me with the bag of potatoes. Because I've been traveling 15 hours, well, more than 15, I would say 17, 18 hours. Most of that was in a bus. Yeah, for now, for now. Pull yourself together! Yeah, so I should put myself together and just start to hike, and yeah, we'll see. The weather is good.
Vocal get you. Vocal get you.
Oh, hello. I am settled. I had to turn the tent, how do you say it, against the wind, so it hits the small wall to the back, not from the side. Where to start? So I do hope that there's not gonna be much wind there on this vlog section. So I would like to say first that you can skip this section if you don't fancy to listen me and my waffling and blah blah blah. For your convenience, I made a video in chapters, so you can always skip these sections. So I never do these things on the beginning, like I introduce myself, but I would like to welcome everyone who joined the channel. I'm Lucy, and if you are here and you missed out all my previous stories, I'm on cancer treatment. So yeah, hey. I had my mastectomy about 2 months ago, as I said. I recovered pretty fast, and yeah, they clear up all the tumor, but it's not the end yet. I had a mammography on my second breast, and I still need to do the radiotherapy, and I'm on a 10 years hormonal treatment. So I'm taking lots of medication. I'm gonna have these funny bone infusions, or I don't know what is it called. I can live with that. It's not like horrible. As I said, I recovered pretty fast, and I was ready to go for the trip 3 weeks ago. I was not sure how I'm gonna handle these things. Because obviously it's not like they take out your breast, it's also the muscle and everything. So I have a damaged fascia, the connective tissue, and pretty much all the muscles from my armpits over here are like you squeeze me here basically. So it's not like I'm in 100% condition. Also, I'm very weak. I don't do even one push-up, one press-up, and nothing. I'm just not there yet. But I felt like I want to do this, and for this opportunity, however, my parents are really supporting what I'm doing. Also with my brother, they bought me all together a new backpack. So this is gonna be a topic for tomorrow, how I'm gonna talk about the backpack, how I progress, and that I don't feel actually ashamed that I was having Eiffel Tower on my back when I started with backpacking, because my budget was low, and you know, I just wanted to do the wild camp and hiking, and I think you can do these things even without like expensive gear. So I did it with whatever I had, but about this I'm gonna talk tomorrow. And pretty much I decided every evening to talk about something, so this video is not gonna be that much boring, and I want to share also what I found, new things like freeze-dried fruits and some stuff that I think other hikers and backpackers might find handy. Also, I want to explain why I'm hiking in mountain engineering boots later on. Yeah, that's my new boots. And also, yeah, I forgot, I have an actual haircut. So I cut my hair first time since my chemotherapy finished, and I was inspired by, I don't know if you watched on Netflix Rebel Moon. I didn't have a Netflix until I get cancer, because I just thought like maybe I get entertainment on a chemotherapy. So I watched the Rebel Moon, and Sofia Boutella is my favorite dancer, and she's actually actress. And yeah, simply, yeah, this is my hair. So I look like a boy, and I can make it even look like more like, you know, hot. Blah 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 blah. That's a hair. Also, I have a new phone which I'm using as a camera at this precise moment, and it's the Samsung S24 Ultra AI. It's not AI like artificial intelligence, it's advanced intelligence. It means like it do some creative stuff, but the most important, I did it for my videos, and it does 8K quality and 200 megapixels. pictures. So I'm really happy that and excited how I'm gonna try this on this video because I think it's gonna be visible. Today was meant to be like easy day, so I decided to do a Skye Trail because I wanted to do it in autumn, but however there was delayed with my surgeries and stuff. I wasn't able to do it, so I decided to do it now. And it's still April, it's a bit chilly, it's windy, but I'm glad that it's sunny. Tomorrow's supposed to be clear. I don't know what it's gonna be afterwards. Skye Trail is about 130 kilometers. I'll do always more because I'm getting back for the camera, but that's not the point. It is not waymarked, it's not actual trail, it's trackless, but you can't really get lost because you're just copying the coasts and the ridge. So it's not that difficult. I'm expecting slightly to be a little bit boggy. I will see how it goes. As well as I've said at the previous videos, I'm doing on Patreon these things like where you can camp, about the public transport, how you can get here, and all these things, which I found helpful. So I got fitted a jelly boob. I'm wearing actually two sports bra, just to make sure that it's here like saved. So I'm only wearing it only because it will look weird. And secondly, it protects me. It protects my scar from the. It's just a little bit. It goes a little bit out during hiking. Sweaty boob, but yeah. The scar is going here, but inside, I don't know if you can see my squishy, weird armpit. So this is all inside. Beautiful souls, you cannot imagine how much I miss this. How much. I'm becoming a chattier. And I promise I will be more chattier tomorrow. I've been in a flat for 2 months, and this is another thing that I will talk during these 7 days. So I took 8 days for this trip. I want to talk about post-hike blues, and this is what I had when I came back from Norway and I didn't know about it. I can't talk because I'm looking around and I see so many things that I want to like capture, like so beautiful. I'm like overexcited, you know. I'm like a lion or tiger who've been closed in a cage and now they let me out. I'm like out of mind. I don't know what to do first. And it's so beautiful here, and I can hear the sheeps and cuckoo, cuckoo. I love a cuckoo. I love it. It's beautiful and I love it here. The streams and everything. I want to cry how beautiful it is here.
Beautiful.
Brought me back to the life so much. I don't know how close this area. I will put it down. And there is one more, the Shushoshini, where I wanted to Shushunish. Shushinish? Shushu! Shoo! very good morning, my gorgeous, beautiful souls of this beautiful world, this beautiful morning. And it's beautifully cold. I was waiting until now in the tent and parking until the sun comes out because it's really chilly, it's 2 degrees. And I don't have much like warm clothes, so I'm dressed up in a waterproof and my down jacket, and I'm gonna pack and I'm making my way. Today is supposed to be the most beautiful day from all days, just the clear skies. The plan is go something after Elgol. There is this idyllic bay where I would like to pitch the tent, and yeah, just take it easy.
We can remember swimming in December, heading for the city lights. And 975, we sharing each other, nearer than farther. Scent of the lemon drips from your eyes. We are the people that rule the world, fussing in every boy and girl, all rejoicing in the world. Take me now, we can try. We live the adventure, love in summer, follow the sun tonight, reminiscing of the times of life. For each every other, the feeling is stronger. Shock at 11, got lost in your eyes. I can't do well when I think you're gonna leave me, but I know I tried. Are you gonna leave me now? Can't you be believing now? I can't do well when I think you're gonna leave me, but I know I tried. Are you gonna leave me now?
Hello. I think I'm gonna get rid of one walking stick, although it's really good, but it's quite annoying when I stop and I want to shoot. They are just in the way and I feel very clumsy. So, boat! I am almost at the Torin, and there is this idyllic bay. As you can see, it's beautiful. Lots of spots for pitch the tent. I believe I want to stop at the Bothy for breakfast. I thought I'm gonna have it here on the beach because it's really lovely, but it's quite windy, and it's nice to be out of the wind if you want to eat. And I don't know why it's overcast. I mean, I checked, the weather was supposed to be nice for whole Isle of Skye today, so let's hope that the clouds will break up. And pretty much I'm going now on the opposite side and around the peninsula, and there is similar bay like this one where I would like to pitch, so I have plenty of time, so I'm taking it easy. So yes, break the Bothy, some snack munch, and let's go. So I missed the Bothy. I don't know why, I just carry on, and Bothy is a little bit on the side. However, I was so hungry, I just found this little wind shade, so I'm having a breakfast with beans. But hey, important is that it's not raining, although it's super grey. hello, beautiful souls. Eventually, sun came out. Woohoo! It makes such a difference, doesn't it? I think I deserve that after that many hikes in rain and cloudy, and it makes such a better pictures and everything, footage, and it's more enjoyable. So I'm about 5 km from the bay where I would like to camp. I should be there even about maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I'm very slow because I'm getting really tired, and it was lots of road walk, and in these boots it's not the most pleasant thing, but I was fully aware of it. Also, it's a new boot, so I think I'm having a hot pot. Quite long day, but worth of it. Beautiful. On forecast, it says that on Friday and Saturday it's supposed to snow, so hey ho, I'm looking forward for that. Right, gotta go. Move on, Lucy. It feels like the bay is not getting any closer. Listen, where is the path? I'm off the path. I'm off the path. I'm off the path. souls! I'm on my spot and it's the best spot ever. It's a bit windy here, but it's not that bad. I have water here, it's a flat, it's a spots everywhere, and I have the most amazing view on the Ghlinne mountains, the black Ghlinne mountains, I believe is black. And I think that one is the massive Ghlinne crazy ridge, which I would like to do one day, but without this backpack. Most of the people, I would say 90%, is hiking from north to south. To me, is more natural hike from south to north, and I really wanted to start straight away. A backpack, an evolution of my backpack, and the talk for the backpack. As you've noticed, I have a new backpack. I would like to turn back on very beginning of my backpacking and wild camping and things that I started to do, because it's over 4 years that I basically starts to do this full time, starts to really study and doing it like fully. And I following this channel on YouTube called Hungry Hiker. The lady, she is I think Canadian. I just love their videos. They have so much helpful stuff, and I believe that the backpacking in a backcountry in Canada, I will be probably stressed every night if I have to sleep there because of the bears. So basically, she said that when she started 7 years ago, she purchased the big backpack, and she was big, she was taking lots of stuff, and with the time she learned. And I believe that the gear for the backpacking is a very personal thing. Not everybody everyone suits the ultra lightweight backpack because it doesn't have that how do you call it, a frame. So maybe some people, it's more, I believe is more comfortable to hiking with the backpack, which is like this one when I get the new one. So she said that it's completely fine, and I see lots of people with big backpacks. And the true story of my backpacking is that I never planned to do this. I just wanted to wild camp. I didn't have anything. I just got a tent for £20 from Amazon. I borrowed a backpack. It was heavy. I don't know what was there because I haven't got a sleeping bag. I haven't got a stove. I haven't got anything. Not even the mat. Just the tent and the backpack which I borrow. I've got this drone which was like a toy. It doesn't have a GPS. So I took a rope and I tied it because I was scared that it's gonna flew away. I was having lots of boxes, plastic boxes with the food. I was having a glass bottle which is heavy. I never thought about like dry bags are heavier, and all those fancy bags what I have. I'll give you one advice: don't buy anything what you see on the YouTube, like, oh, this laundry thing is so cool, oh, this is cool for camping, because you are gonna end up with lots of crappy stuff that you actually don't gonna need, because you realize that more things you take with you, they are more heavier. So yeah, I'm still having lots of stuff, but I like my little comfort items, and I improved from 27 kilo, which I did 3 years ago, which is 2021, coast to coast, which was my first backpacking trip. Long distance. I never did things like this before, and I was on 27 kilo, and now I am on the base weight 11 kilo, and I think it's a normal for the gear that I have, a camera and 2 chargers. I'm using high capacity charger, which is really good. It gives a full charge to 2 phones for 4 to 3 days, depending on the temperature on the night. And I have a solar charger which I want to upgrade for the solar panel, which I found a brand Biodha. It has 100 grams. This one has 500 grams. So again, I'm gonna go with weight low. And pretty much during the day when it's sun, I'll charge with the solar panel, the charger, so I can charge the phones. And this should last for days, months, weeks. I basically worked like this on the coast to coast, and for 14 days I was able to charge like all devices without any problem. The problem is that the panels that I had they had like 1.5 kilo. So I sold them, and now comes on the market this panel which I want to really try, so we'll see. That's on the future plan. Let's go back to the backpacking. So After I borrowed a backpack, I started to slowly buy the things. The problem with this hobby is that it's bloody expensive. Let's just be honest. The tent, £800, backpack, £200, sleeping bag, a good sleeping bag, 270, mat, 100. I'm not talking about the stove, chargers, boots, £200. So if you put all these things together and you just decide to from day to day, from the scratch, start to do the backpacking and wild camping, you need at least 5,000. Let's just be honest. I'm not like I'm not a millionaire, okay? I was working as an assistant of store manager and basically kind of store manager for the last time that I was at the place where I was. And my wage covered rent and the extra spare money because I'm using public transport and the tickets are like 300, 200 pounds whenever you go to travel. So are you gonna think you're gonna invest this money to the ticket or the gear? So what I did, I basically wanted to do the trips, but I wanted to upgrade my gear. So I was slowly buying things. I want to catch the sunset. Some of the items been donated me, like the tent that I would be never able to buy it, and sleeping bag from Olan. In these 4 years, I basically was swapping. For example, stove, I was using this maple kitchen because I thought, oh, it looks pretty, it's cool, it's orange, it's nice, but it's heavy. And I found much better work for me, like stew pots, one for tea, one for food. I'm not using dehydrated meals as you've seen. So I end up on 11 kilo. And I'm proud of myself. 2.5 is the sweets and the food, which I will talk in another evening. So this backpack is basically the lightest from the range of Osprey, and it has this anti-gravity bag. And my previous backpack was 2.7 kilo. This one is 1.4, and it's such a difference. The problem was that I purchased the previous backpack Osprey. It was 88 liter, and this one is 50. So I bought a bigger backpack. So I was basically not overloading the backpack, which is not suitable for the way that I was using, and I basically learned to take less when I found out 80 liter backpack is too much for me and it doesn't fit good on my back because it was male backpack. I got it from the sale, and basically I'm losing voice so quickly because I want to catch the sunset, and I have 45 minutes. You know, it's basically female backpack, especially for my little bag and one boob chest. I know this one perfectly fits on my back. So what I was using with the male backpack, because it didn't fit on my back, I had this injury on the coast to coast that basically I had fluids and like swollen this. I don't know if it's damaged. It's still really painful, but I mean, it's much better. So I was basically afterwards putting more weight on my arms. That's why the backpack was so squeezed and you see me having it so high. The correct way is to put 70% of weight on your hips. So, and correctly spread the things obviously in the backpack. So with this one, because it fits on my back and lower back, I can actually put the weight of backpack again on the waist and releases the arm, which is much better for my surgery. Considering that I had 4 surgeries and a chemotherapy in last year, I'm doing really good. I'm really grateful for my body. I'm really trying to do the exercises and stuff slowly. But yeah, so that's the backpack. What I like on this backpack is obviously that it's smaller and it fits on my back. What I don't like is, I don't know why they didn't put the straps for the walking sticks, so I have to figure out how to attach my tripod and make my oven. And for some reason the hip belt straps, they did so long, like they are to my feet, to roll it and put the little wire around. What I also like on this backpack that you can adjust the straps on 4 levels according to your back, and you can adjust also the hip belt if you have like lots of layers, or more like up or more down. What I don't like is that they reduce the pockets. I'm a pocket lover, so I a little bit struggle with that, and you know, obviously it's a lighter backpack, so they have to cut it on some stuff. It's like on the lightweight tent, that's why they are so floppy. This tent has 1.4 kilo. For the fact how spacious it is, I think is amazing. So that's a little things that I have to figure out. That's also why I didn't want to hike too much the first day, because I need to now like practice and, you know, found my own stuff. Now, I don't think that I will ever do the ultra lightweight backpacking, because it's not for me. As I said, it's not for everyone. Not everybody like these small backpacks. I really like to have my things, and I have also some medications and my emergency stuff. You know, I'm not really lying that I stop somewhere in a town. When I start wild camping, I never watched YouTube channel. I didn't know that people doing this. I was fully aware that it's illegal, and then I started watching the channels and learning from lots of people and planning the logistic and everything. So I didn't know about that people doing it, that exists some stores, you know, and I haven't done any research. The point is that I wanted to do it no matter what, and I anyway started. And I enjoy it even with, and I have 27 kilo, and I learn on my mistakes. And as I said, it's very personal thing, your gear. Everybody needs different things, and as long you are able to enjoy the hike, and I have to say it's much enjoyable with lighter backpack. That's the most important thing. So now my food is probably cold. I'm gonna set up time lapse for this beautiful sunset over the Ghlinne mountains. It was blah to the backpack story, and that's it. Hopefully I didn't forget on anything else. Let me check my notes. Yeah, I think that's all. And yeah, I'm sorry that this part was a little bit longer, but I just love to talk to you. So I was really cold, and there's lots of rubbish here, lots of rubbish. And I can imagine that it can be even more. And I've noticed that there is already pile with the bag. So I decided that, well, if you're very cold, my hands been freezing, you need to move. So I thought, like, I'm just gonna clear up the area where I am, and I watched on Netflix these guys, surfers. I actually didn't know about it. They built this surfer's house on the beach where I was, on a Cladach. I wanted to go to check that house, but it was early morning, and there was lots of campers, so I thought maybe someone's sleeping there. So I didn't know about that these guys made a film about it. I put down the name, have a look. So they basically decided to go there and spend the winter. So they came there, I think, in autumn, and they built a shelter from the rubbish from the beach. And the shelter looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, and they've been surfing in the winter in the snow, and it's amazing, inspiring film. And they did basically the same thing, like to keep moving and to collect and gain material. They decided to clear the beach, and basically they contacted the Norway government, and they organized a collection of the rubbish. So in that winter they collected 8 tons of rubbish from the beach. So I would like to basically announce this thing, that if you doing the same thing as I do, you wild camping, you backpacking, and you end up on the beach like I did, and you've noticed that there is already pile and there is a bag, well, the least what you can do is at least collect the rubbish for the nature while you are here. And imagine that if everyone does this, how beautiful it will be. couldn't carry the rubbish and talk to you at the same time. So yeah, this bag, what you see, I'll turn the camera. This is what I collected. I mean, there is so many plastic bottles, dustbin, and I found Domestos bottle and lots of buoys and fishing stuff. So what I'm gonna do now, the little bits and bobs, what the wind can take away, I'm gonna put in the bag. That's why the bag is here. And what I will do, I'll take the buoys and I put them on the top. So the wind is not gonna take the rubbish back on the beach. I don't do usually map time, but I want to point some things that might be handy for you if you're doing it. And of course, it's gonna be also on Patreon. So this area, where is the car park, is beautiful for camping, but if you want to camp there, you can't. You're not allowed. The board is from this side, so it's basically for the sheep, so there is a notice. So this is the last chance to camp. All of this is the road walk. Oh, where I am. All of this is the road walk. So there are some spots on the beach, but it's very exposed and the cars are driving. And all of this is very boggy. Then you hit the road, and basically I plotted on my OS map. Over here you can cross, and there is beautiful woodland path which joins the main road, so you avoid all of this road walk. This actually kills my joints on my toes. Then this is a gravel road, so that's fine. And there are some spots over here to camp, but there is no any water source. And once you hit basically the little village over here, it is again road walk, and there you cannot camp. So there are the first chances where I'm basically camping, and this is the alternative route, which is very like difficult, and it's up. You end up here, or you can cross in this kiki box, or how does it call, kirkibost, and cross it here. Yeah, this is what he meant to cross it through the Ghlinne to avoid all of this section. There are two alternatives for tomorrow. You can do the mountain route or through the Ghlinne, the Sligachan Ghlinne. I thought I'm gonna do it, but there is a bad step and it's basically like a little thread like the one in Norway over the Loch, and honestly I don't know swim, so one wrong step and I'm done. Also, I was not really feeling to do any like climbs, and this is beautiful Ghlinne. So this is planned for tomorrow. The Skye Trail. Why I decided to choose it do it in April? Because of the midges. Scotland is beautiful. Scotland is breathtaking in the summer because the heather is blossoming and everything is purple. And you know, you can take a swim and in the pools when it's really hot. But thing is on the north that the sea and ocean is not really warm here in the summer either. So back to the April. I'm in the end of the April and I choose it to do it in April because of the temperature. Now it's like 2-3 degrees and the midges won't survive, and the mosquitoes in the cold temperature during night, so there is no midges. So I'm just going off to sleep. Good morning, beautiful souls. It's 6:15. Not that I really wanted to get up so early, but I needed wee. And the moment I get back to the tent, starts rain. I just gonna hope that it's gonna stop rain. I mean, it's too early, so I have time. I have 20k today, more or less 21, 22, 23. I would like to camp by the Loch Sligachan. So we'll see. I want to stop for the breakfast at the Bothy that I thought is the Bothy from yesterday. There is no Bothy. I thought it's this one. So I'm gonna stop there, and I decided to leave there some food because I have this eating problem again that I can't chew anything. Whatever I put in my mouth, I just can't swallow it and chew it. So I will try to get some hot food at Sligachan and eat because I just not eating, and that's not good. I can't eat even chocolate. Yesterday I didn't finish my soup the day before, my pasta, so again eating problem, and I have bruises on my toes from the road walk yesterday. So I'm gonna sort out that. I hope I'm gonna be then lighter if I get rid of the heavier foods. I will do in the Bothy little like quick thing, what I'm leaving, why I'm leaving, and in the normal circumstances is nice stuff, but it's just me. I couldn't sleep at all. It was absolutely no wind in the night, which was amazing. But there was flying this bird or bat, or I don't know, I need to Google it. It was making a sound like a little helicopter or aliens. Like... Some funny bird is making funny sounds around my tent. So that was quite funny. I felt like some kind of invasion is outside. So I slept maybe like 4 hours, not even that. So I need to catch on somehow with the energy. It stopped raining. Let me have a look. It looks promising. The sky starts to clearing up, which is amazing. So this is absolutely amazing. I'm just hoping that sun will come out very soon and warm up this tent so I can change the clothes. I stuff my clothes in the sleeping bag to warm it up. That's what I'm doing every morning until I like put my face together. And yeah, I did a coffee, which is very sweet because I put too much sugar. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You know what? I like the players. No diggity, no doubt. Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Yo, Dre, drop the verse.
I like the way you work it. Trump tight all day, every day. You're blowing my mind, maybe in time. Baby, I can get you in my ride.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Bag it up.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
Bag it up, babe.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, that girl looks good. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Play on, play on, play on. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. You're my kind of girl. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo.
It's 10 to 8. I have pretty much the same time like yesterday when I set off at 8. So it's not that bad. It cleared up, so it's not raining, thanks God. And I was going to say one more thing regarding the collecting of the rubbish, because it's not just for the wild campers or, you know, people who camp on the places like this. When my parents been here 1 year ago to support me on my chemotherapy, I took them for the walk to Cuckmere Heaven, where I actually camped on a top. It's beautiful flat spot there, highly recommending, with the view on the river and the sea, like stunning. So we went there, and basically that's a very popular place. It's close to the public area and people come there, and there was lots of rubbish like paper cups from the takeaway coffee, bottle of champagne, boxes from the takeaway food, and it was disgusting. So I decided, I found this bag, plastic bag, that I'm gonna collect as much rubbish as I can, and then basically on a bus stop I just throw it to the bin. So instead of collecting the pebbles and the shells, I was collecting the rubbish, and I think in one individual starts to do this, you can change the world. People say like, well, I am too small to change the things in the world. If you look on the beach, what is made of the beach? Small, lots of pebbles. It's not the sea, it's lots of drops of water. And I think the social media are so strong. So if you want to help to share this message, I have a reel on Instagram, on Facebook. Oh, I'm moving my way. I'm very hyperactive, considering that I slept just a little.
The sunrise, past the ice. Hear it once, won't say it twice. We don't give a fuck about the drill. Come join us and learn how we chill.
I forgot to do the video about the food at the Bothy, so I can't make pictures of the food I left there. Basically, it's a really nice food, so when I'm gonna do the talk about the food, I will add additional pictures. I get rid of about 1 kilo of food. It's because only I'm not able to eat that, and I will be soon in Sligachan where I will eat, and it's much more enjoyable now. I can feel it much lighter, the backpack. I have a different problem. I also met two guys, two Andrews, really nice guys. Andrew is the channel, I put the link down. I can't wait to check on his videos. However, says his mom had also cancer. Breast cancer is like more frequent than flu, than the COVID. So hi guys, I hope you finished the trail successfully. And now I have another problem. My tripod broke. I have a duct tape, but it's on the very bottom of my backpack, so I'm using a Leukotape, the plaster thing, to secure it, because basically every time I open a tripod, the legs fell out from the clip, So it's with those walking sticks, it's like a nightmare. I feel like, you know, like completely like ridiculous person. And it happened the same thing on this tripod before. So it's a cheap tripod from Amazon, but it's light comparing to KF Concept that I have, and that one was bloody heavy and it's fall apart on coast to coast. It happens to me every time that somehow the tripod breaks. I don't know, I really don't have a budget now to get a better tripod, unfortunately, and this one works perfectly for me. What we talk about angles.
Come join us and learn how we chill. 'Cause I keep on fronting. 'Cause I keep on fronting. 'Cause I keep on fronting. 'Cause I keep on fronting.
I'm having another break. Break number 100. It's 12. So I'm 4 hours in. I would say like I'm on halfway to Sligachan, where I hope to have a food. I feel like really weak today and tired because I don't eat much and sleep much. So I can really feel it. I did some magnesium shots and isotonic drink, but still feeling a bit like lumpy. I hope the food will fix it, but it's so beautiful here, guys. The camera is not picking up the giant behind me. It's just giant. Oh, so beautiful. And from the other side is another giant, beautiful giant. But how weird that I see it differently. You just can't see it the same way on a camera, which is a shame. Anyway, carry on. So let's go! Beautiful souls, update where I am. I am just after the Sligachan. I stopped at the pub for food, a really nice food, and they brought it like straight away. I even don't have a time to like put the things off from myself. I had a ciabatta. It comes with the fries and coleslaw and a salad, latte, orange juice, and I took a tin of Coke with me for later. I just couldn't eat it all because I'm breathing more with my mouth because my nose is blocked, and I have sore throat so much. Like, I was so hungry, so I took a first bite, and I even couldn't swallow it. I have completely swollen neck, and my tears been running down from the pain because I wanted to eat and I couldn't. So I ate only half of it because I just can't anymore through the pain. So I'm gonna have to take some medicine. And I'm about like 4k from the spot that I marked on the map. It's like a little island with the view on this mountain what is in front of me. And Andrew told me, Andrews, that they camped a little bit more further that I plan to pitch. That there is like a little peninsula with the forest and the fire pit. It's just more closer to the houses. So, and there's no water there. So this hill on the left has lots of streams. And I really wanted to like wash myself a little bit, and it's not windy on this side. So I'll see how I like the spots, because I can see when it's higher tide, the seaweed is over here and the path is probably flooded. So I don't know how far is going the water. It's really cold. It's really cold. Not at this precise moment, but the temperature will drop down. It comes to snow, as I said, and I watched a little bit of a deep dive on the Met Office, and they're saying that it's going to be really cold. The temperature will drop on 0 and minus when I'm going to be up on the ridge. I don't have any warm clothes here for a hike like this, so I hope I'm not gonna be ill after this hike. So let's just carry on because time is running. It is 4:30. Gosh, according to the OS map, I'm supposed to be on the spot at 1 o'clock. But I met lots of people and I chat, and I'm taking break like every 15 minutes. Very good evening, my beautiful souls. It's 7 o'clock evening, and sun is not set down yet. It's just behind the hill, and it's a little bit cloudy. I had like a little bit of sun today, although the forecast says clear, like sun clear, completely clear. And I'm glad that I get rid of the food at the Bothy. I left their food for like 20 quid, like really nice stuff that I plan to do at the Bothy, you know, because I know that I won't be able to get it at the poultry because I'm buying these things in special shops. And some of the stuff is sending me my mom from Slovakia, like the tofu spread is like a pate made of tofu with lots of flavors like a paprika or like a French. And I have a full fridge of it. They are really nice, they are lasting, they don't need to be in a fridge, and I like to do this basically during the day or in the morning to carry a bit of slices of bread with radish, because radish is lasting, is not heavy. And instead of cooking food for the lunch or during the day, I just do this, because it takes lots of time to take out the pot, then the gas, heat up the water, then clean the pots, and it has to cool down. So like this, I'm not losing the time. And my problem is that I think everyone has different eating habits on the backpacking, because your body is using more energy. So I'm not eating the same way like at home. I'm generally not eating much at home. I'm generally not eating much, even home. I have like a period of the time that I'm not eating like 3 days, and then I'm suddenly very hungry. And I was doing the mistake that I was basically packing on the beginning food that I'm eating home, and the food that I don't know if I'm gonna like. Don't buy a camping food that you know that you don't eat at home. Like, for example, I don't like those adventure meals, dehydrated meals. They just not tasty for me, so I'm not buying them. I'm getting mostly like pasta, mug pasta. That's why I become basically vegetarian again. Like I'm not drinking milk. I'm doing latte if they don't have the dairy option for the oat milk, but I'm eating like dairy free or oat or soya yogurts, and trying to avoid the animal product as much. But sometimes I have this craving for eggs, so I love to do the vegetarian breakfast when I'm on my trips, and it's, you know, easier to get a milk chocolate and like treat yourself. So yeah, all these cheap pastas are best for me, and I'm always having a little bit of vegetable. Tomorrow at the pottery I will get some, so I will do a soup. And this thing what I basically found, what my mom basically introduced me, is freeze-dried fruit. The proper word I will put down because I don't remember it. So basically, you know that I love strawberries on my trip, and this procedure made from 200 grams of strawberries only 20 grams, which is like a feather, and it has the same nutritions value as a fresh strawberries. It just keeps all the nutritions and vitamins, so it's like you eating a fresh strawberries. They taste absolutely amazing. They're very light and like a powdery. You can add them to the porridge in the morning or just snack them. And the dry fruits, little bags of apricots from Sainsbury's. Also really love, I found these ones, it's a mango with strawberry or watermelon flavor, and they are in this perfect size of pouches, like you know, like during the day you snacking. So I really love these dry fruits and different kind of light fruits. Also with this technique of freeze-dried fruit, you can buy a vegetable. So I pack all these things like vegetable rice, couscous, and this chili non con carne, which I found only in one shop. They selling it in Eastbourne. The problem is that it's quite heavy and it's portion for two, so I realized that I just leave it at the Bothy, you know. And with cinnamon buns, what I bought, I gave them to Andrews. This purchase, what I did, it was just popping up on an advertisement on Instagram. These pantofla shoes. I'll take one down. So I really lately I started taking my Crocs, because this is what I'm going to talk about, the boots and the feet. I really wanted to have some camp shoes around the tent, so my feet get a rest, and when it's wet my socks are not gonna get wet, and the Crocs seems to work perfectly. The problem is they don't fit nowhere. I will have to hang them from the backpack, and when it's raining and I put the rain cover, it doesn't fit. So I seen this and I thought, you know what, this looks really cool. Like I can pack them and roll them, and mostly I can use them for river crossings. I'm gonna go back to the Crocs because I can feel every single stone. So feet, why I'm feeling every single stone. Feet and the hiking boots. So I think the hiking boots is the most personal part gear of whole hiking thing, because everyone has different feet, and if you're thinking that you're supposed to walk through different kind of terrains, let's say 130 kilometers like I'm doing on this trip, you need to know your feet, how your feet is gonna feel in the boot on all those kind of terrains, how your feet are gonna feel when they're gonna be wet. You know, you need to feel comfy basically in that boot. Then you need to think about your load on your back. If you have a very low boat, you need to have a stability in your feet. I found this research that apparently every pound on the shoe is equal 5 pounds weight on your back. So more heavier boots, then more basically weight, obviously, but it's like multiply 5. So the evolution of my hiking boots was when I started hiking, not wild camping. I was hiking in Adidas Superstar, okay? So I have 5,000 blisters. Then I bought cheap boots for £20 from Amazon, which fall apart on my first trip to Wales. Then I bought a Peter Storm, kind of leather boots, but they been so bulky, and I took them to Scotland. I actually, when I look backwards on my first trip to Scotland exactly 3 years ago, I still was not using apps on the mobile phone. I was navigating myself just through the maps. So I marked this route through all the Munros, Ben Nevis via CMDR, then down through all the Munros, around through the valley and going back to the Fort William. And I actually didn't know what is waiting for me. There was obviously snow, so I took the crampons, and they don't fit on the Peter Storm boots. That's not the winter boots. It was crazy because there was lots of scramble. My backpack was really heavy, and I was carrying even ice axe, but I don't know even how I managed that trip. And the CMDR in that wind, and yeah, have a look if you want in my videos. I really love that trip and that video, and I keep watching it sometimes to inspire myself. But let's go to the boots. So then this boot starts to falling apart, and I decided for the coast to coast to buy a trail runners, which was a mistake because my feet are very flat, and I have this problem basically after chemotherapy, but obviously I haven't got it at the coast to coast. I have very flat feet and very sensitive feet and a bony, so I feel every single stone. I'm tripping over and I'm kicking myself and I'm kicking to the stone, so I have a bruises on my fingers. So my trail runners, my feet on a coast to coast really suffered, and I have lots of blisters, kicks. And what happened with those how I'm kicking myself and the stones and the rock, the fabric starts to fall apart, and obviously my feet being still wet. I think the trail runners are more if you do the ultra light backpacking and you are really feeling more comfy, like kind of barefooted. It's very, very personal. And you can't expect that your feet are gonna be dry, and for me it's very important to have a feet dry because I have this fungus and you can catch the cold most from the bottom from your feet. So I basically email Salmon. It was the Salmon cross hike, and they refunded me, and I decided to go for my favorite brand, Mammoth. And these hiking boots been absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna buy them again. So it was like kind of a hybrid between sneakers, trail runners, and hiking boots. They've been very light, and they have a really good, like, if you remember my blue Mammoth, they just did incredible job. I just lost completely grip from the bottom in the Norway, so I decided that I'm gonna need new boots. But because I wanted to do lots of winter hikes, I decided to buy a proper winter boot. And these are more sturdy, and they are not like flexible, and they are not that comfy. And as I said, I have this problem after chemotherapy. I don't remember now how is it called. I put it down. I have numb fingers, and I have basically damaged nerves even in my fingers. Sometimes I'm feeling it in my hands. So I have really painful this area and numb. So for me, it really hurts me when I'm bending my toes. It really hurts. And basically, what is the difference between hiking boots and mountain engineering boots is... Oh, let me get my boot. So, first of all, is the grip from the bottom. Mountain engineering boots have more flat this area, and like as you see this, so you can like step on the edges of the rocks, and all this is so stiff, so you can't even bend it, so you have more stability, and they are basically like all around with the rubber. And they have also, like, if you do the snowfields for the micro spikes or crampons, this area, they are very light because they are mountain engineering boots. So mountain engineering boots are usually lighter than hiking boots, and the problem is that they are not for trekking and hiking. So a reason why I've got these boots is because I'm planning to go to do the Tour de Mont Blanc, Iceland and Sligachan, and I want to do the high route in Alps, and there is this leather section, so I thought, like, for me it will be better this, because I just feel so good with them. Like, I can kick the rocks, I have completely dry feet, and I step in the bog over here today. I was crossing the river streams over water here. I was completely dry. I'm not sweating, they are not thick. It's a summer mountain engineering boots, and I feel like I have, you know, these ski boots, so I feel really sturdy, because if you don't have a toes on your feet, you fall. You just need your toes. Now imagine that you don't have a feeling in your toes and you cannot bend your toes, so my balance is really bad, and with my weights on my back I really needed some stable surface. And I have this problem because of my flat feet. I can feel every single stone. I don't feel anything in this. I don't feel any rocks on the gravel roads. Obviously, I've got the blisters because I was doing a road walk. So I think I'm the only one person who hiking long distance hike in this kind of boots. But I'm not sleeping. They are completely like stick to the rocks even when they are wet. So I'm really happy. I will definitely buy again those mammoth blue ones for different kind of hikes, like small hikes. But we all know these kind of things are really expensive. The original price for these boots was £370, but I've got them in a sale for 150 something. And only because they were orange and nobody would buy them. So it happens that they're matching with my stuff. I swear I bought every single thing in a sale or from the eBay, like regardless of matching thing. My t-shirt matching with my jacket, with my towel, with my leggings, with my boots. Like this I bought in Norway. And it matches with my base layer. By the way, this is really lightweight base layer, and you can fold it in a ball like this. It's brilliant. I love it. So that's the story of the boots and why I'm hiking in the mountain engineering boots. So don't judge me because as long as I feel good in those boots and it doesn't cause me any pain, I think that's my own personal thing. And I did try all three kind of boots, so I think you just need to try like I did and do a few long distance hike and see what suits you. This is a mixture of this one is not ideal to test this kind of boots because it's not much scrambling here and it's lots of like a road walk and, you know, paths, flat surface. But I needed to, like, you know, make them ready for all those trips that are coming in summer. So that's the boot things. And yeah, if you have any like tips for some kind of camping shoes around instead of Crocs or these pantoflas, like I know that people using sandals, but now if it's wet and I wear socks in the sandals, then I'm gonna have a wet socks, so I really don't want this. Let me know in the comments. So tomorrow I'm reaching the halfway point. I would like to stop at the poultry for some food and get some more snacks and chocolates. So I'm also wearing, you probably noticed, these funny gaiters. So I call them mess gaiters. They're actually for the trail runners to keep the debris going in. I prefer them instead of the rain gaiters. They are not water resistant, but they keep the mess stopped going inside my boot, and they keep my sock nice and up, so it's not scrolling down and it's not causing me more blisters. So I was camping here, where I said is lots of camping spots, and then I start the day like very steep climb, and this was a very slow going because it's narrow, lots of overgrown trees, and yeah, you just need to be very careful. And in the normal circumstances, like this section was a really nice, absolutely like flat, a little ups and downs. It's a beautiful camping spot over here, and there is like a kind of field. I don't know now where it was. Over here, with the view on this lake, and basically you can see how the mountain route rejoin here. And from here to Sligachan, it took me so long because I was hungry and tired. So there is a pub, there is a hotel. I had a really nice meal there. And basically I marked this, here I am exactly where I marked. There is a few spots here, but I didn't like the view, and there is so much close to the public area. There is some green area here, but it's close to the car park, and the wind is coming from this side. Andrew told me that the people, and I seen the video, are camping here. So there is little path, and there are some trees. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful morning. It's absolutely stunning morning, but it's chilly though. It's fairly chilly. Like on the tops I can see the frost and like a snow powdery stuff. It's probably like 1 degree. So I'm layered up, I'm packing, I'm happy, I hope this is gonna last. Look at this beautiful morning. Oh, this makes me so happy, guys, so happy. So the plan is to go to the poultry and have a long break today, like for 2 hours, because I need to charge the charger, so it lasts until Monday. And it's like it's about 70 kilometers to the spot I plan to place the tent, pitch the tent, but I'm not quite sure if you're allowed to camp there, so I might go up, and I'm not quite sure how the wind will be, so I will deal with it when it comes. And yeah, it's like a 10k road walk now, so it should be pretty fast. Yeah, easy peasy. See you later.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Hey, how are you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Wanna call me up? Take my number down. It's 2222222. I got an answer machine that can talk to you. It goes,
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through, but what's your name and your number? And I'll get back to you. Yo, check it. Exit the old style, enters the new. But nothing's new by being hawked by a few. Or should I say a flock? Cause around every block there's Harry, Dick, and Tom with a demo in his palm. Now I'm with helping those who want to help themselves and flaunt a nut that's doggy as a dough. But it's not the move to hear the tales of limousines and pails of money they'll make like a pro. I be like, yo, black display made a tape. Well, actually show the time to spare or just make. But the songs created in they shacks be so wick, whack. Situations like this, I now hate niggas who smiles Kool-Aid wide and ass. And with the straightest face, I be like, hell yeah. I slip them the digits of Papa Prince Paul so I don't go AWOL, but yet I know when they call, they get.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Hey, how are you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Check it out.
Would you like to have some fresh seaweed?
Oh gosh, beautiful souls. I'm in the front of the portrait. I stopped at the first place for food. I'm not actually in the town because there is this Isle of Skye candle sale. Oh, they do gift shops and stuff, and it's beautiful restaurant here. So I stop here to charge myself, charge my charger. But the pizza, real food, cruise and the coffee.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, it's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
Hello, my dear selves. I arrived to my spot, which I exactly marked on the map that I want to camp. I am quite on the edge, I would say. I'll take the 360 to show you because it doesn't show when this cliff collapses. And yeah, some blueberries, I think. Sweetie. What a place! And yeah, this is the other edge of the cliff where it looks like the path is going down to the waterfall, which is here, but I wouldn't attempt to go there. Maybe go on the beach, people there, but yeah, it's quite steepish, peepish, and maybe this is kind of like human-made paths, sheep tracks. Pretty steep. It's mental. I think people going down to beach there, and maybe there you can camp too. But hey, this is crazy. See, I would be more exposed here. It's more windy here. Or maybe some caves. Oh, horrible! Oh my god! I'm scared of heights. For me, this is like, oh, my legs are shaky and I'm still like quite on the edge. See this thick grass flat and the valley, the bay is so windy there. So when you're thinking to pitch the tent, you sometimes need to think like how the air flows, how the circulation of the air is going. Despite wind is coming from that side, it all turning there and creating like a twist. So I thought if I will go more higher, it will be not good, especially in the night, because it's supposed to rain and it won't be enjoyable. So from here I have a magnific views. Behind me is a little bump, if you see, in the tree. So it stops the wind, and also it doesn't have a chance to turn because of this massive rock behind me. So I'm here pretty much sheltered. The best thing is that I didn't have to carry the water up here because it's stream literally like 200 meters from me. This is my spot for today and I'm very happy with that. What do you think? Not too bad. Welcome to another beautiful evening on Isle of Skye. Thank you so much for this sunset, what is just coming. This spot is amazing. Sometimes it hits the gust of the wind, but it's perfect. It's just made for my tent. I might have a neighbor. A girl just come down. Her name is Lila. She's from Germany, and she's doing north to south. And basically, yeah, this is spot just made for wild campers. So she's like two lower terrace down. I wanted to talk basically about my upcoming trips, which is going hand to hand with the basically stuff and the gear that I've got. It's also gonna take a little bit together with the YouTuber I mentioned to you, Hungry Hiker, because basically she was talking about this post-hiking blues, and I didn't know that something like this exists, and it happened to me after Norway. So when I arrived from the Norway, for me it was like something new, big experience. I went outside the country on my own to like completely remote islands, and I was amazed. I have so much, like, it left emotions inside me, and I feel like the trips that I used to do before was not enough for me. And I read this book where someone explained, like, if you're flying first time with the airplane somewhere, you are excited, you want to sit next to the window and you make the pictures of the clouds, and you are like super excited. When you're flying like 100 times, it's not interesting for you, you just want to have it done. So more often you're repeating the same thing, it just fade out from your expression, emotion and excitement. It's our natural, it's our nature to want more, because if you want more, you're growing, if that makes sense. I mean, that's why I start to like expanding from a little hikes around my home to closer area like was Dorset, then it was Yorkshire, then was Peak District, and I went more north and north, you know, and gaining experience, and mostly experience, and learn how to plan this kind of trips, especially if you're using the public transport. It's not easy. And preparing for these 3 big trips, and I decided to do them because I really, really love this long distance hike when you give yourself even a month, and the only thing is just to walk and watch around, and the simple actions like walking every day and wake up in the early morning and, you know, pack the tent and just go, and you are on everyday different place, is what really makes me happy. I really loved and enjoyed my little trips. What I was doing basically when I was working, I was 5 days at work, then in 2 days I went for a trip to Lake District. I didn't sleep between the trips. I had to hurry every time on the bus and the train because it takes like 6 to 12 hours to come down. So it was more stressful for me. Like, while here, this is giving me so much liberation and the freedom and the pure enjoyment from actually what I'm doing. That's the reason why I decided to go for this year for more international trips. So the Hungry Hiker and Post-Hiking Blues, she basically recommending to do this, what I doing, that despite I was after surgeries and a chemotherapy, I was keeping planning the trips no matter what will come, and no matter that I didn't know at the time what will come, and I have no clue that instead of 1 surgery I will have a 4. I don't supposed to have a mastectomy, and I have, you know. So that's changed a lot, because every time I had to recover, but I was keep planning my trips anyway. And I basically going for the radiotherapy in the May, and I would like to set off at the end of June for Tour de Mont Blanc. Then in July for Iceland and Skye Trail with the Firmogla, I don't know how does it called, the additional one which goes to the beautiful waterfall that you see on Instagram. And whole August I will spend in Sweden hiking Kungeslagen. The Tour de Mont Blanc contains the leather section, and it's like a kind of ferrata, but it's not. So it's very rocky and steep. You're doing elevation in altitude, the frequent elevation, because you're just going up and down every day, but with the altitude of 2,500 meters. And I want to do the mountain route. I would like to do a wild camping as much as possible, which is going to be hard because in Switzerland it's not allowed to camp at all, and in Italy you can camp only 2,500 meters above the sea level. So I will have to just climb up. And basically in Europe you facing different kind of weather conditions than here in north. Is more changeable weather, rainy, boggy marshlands. In the mountains, in Alps, you have to be very, very wise with checking the weather, especially on the beginning of the summer where there's lots of thunderstorms, because you don't want to be up there in the thunderstorms. It's horrible, it's scary, and you can die. So the planning of the hiking in the day is different. You need to set up early because the thunders are usually picking up in the afternoon from the condensation from the mountains. Also, because I want to do it on the beginning of the season, there might be possibility there's going to be lots of snowfields, so I have to take the micro crampons. And yeah, all these things are very challenging. Then basically Iceland is a big challenge for me, because this trail contains lots of river crossings through the glacier rivers where you don't see on the bottom, very cold rivers. And everybody knows that I'm very scared of water crossings and water generally. So I decided that I just have to go through it and learn for it, how to do it without fear. And this should prepare me then for the Cape Wrath Trail in the winter. And Kungeslagen lately, a latest trip I just want to do because it's the most beautiful trail through the Sweden. I'm gonna hike from south to north, from Hemavan to Abisko. I'm gonna cross, I think, 3 or 4 national park, and one of them is Sarek, which I just right now having gas pumps because that's absolutely stunning scenery and environment. So yeah, there is challenging. I will have to paddle through row through the lakes, and yeah, I don't know how to row the boat. So every trip will bring me a new experience and make me somehow stronger, and that's why I'm doing these things, because I don't even care anymore about the cancer and the conditions what it brings me, because sometimes comparing to the physical conditions on this trail, it was much more comfortable to be in a bed after chemotherapy rather than hiking. So that's why I want to do the Cape Wrath Trail, to like do it on a compare, like what is easier, hiking Cape Wrath Trail in January or doing a half year of chemotherapy. So that's the trips, that's the plan for this year. I hope you're gonna be here, all of you and more of you. That's the chat for today, because I don't want to make these videos too long, because then is nobody watching. I'm now gonna have a little bit of raspberries and watch the sunsets.
I think I like this little life. This little life. I think I like this little life. This
I think I like this little life, this silly little life. A little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit harder than I thought they said.
Morning, beautiful soul. I'm trying to brush my hair. It's 7:15. Now, note to myself: never get a Ripple chocolate, which is gonna be smashed in a backpack, and then you have a munchies in the night, and you're eating a Ripple broken chocolate in your sleeping bag. Guess where end up the Ripple chocolate? My sleeping bag is covered with melted chocolate. It's been like this. Not much sun is very low yet, so I'm having my coffee. I ran out of gas, but I didn't know about it. I thought I have enough because I didn't check it yesterday. Like, it seems to be that for 2 days it will be fine. And this morning I found out that I don't have more gas. And I just passed the town, so I don't have any other option to get a gas. I'm waiting until it stops raining. It's supposed to stop raining in 1 hour, so I'm like packed up, kind of, still in a sleeping bag because it's cold. Good morning, my dearest souls. So I made my way with broken trekking pole and no gas, but luckily Lila was awake. She heard me passing. So this is Lila, and she saved my life because she gave me her gas as she's going down to Poultry, and there is an outdoor shop, so she basically saved me from starvation. Thank you so much, Lila.
You're welcome.
Extreme ways are back again, extreme places I didn't know. I broke everything new again, everything that I'd owned. I threw it out the windows, came along. Extreme ways I know will part the colors of my sea. Perfect color me. Extreme ways that held me out late at night. Extreme places I had gone, but never seen any light. Dirty basements, dirty noise, dirty places coming through. Extreme worlds alone. Did you ever like it, Pam? I would stand in line for this. There's always room in life for this. Oh baby, then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh baby, then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh baby, then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh baby, like it always does, always does. Extreme sounds have told me, they held me down every night. I didn't have much to say, I didn't give up the light. I closed my eyes and closed myself and closed my world and never opened up to anything that could get me at all. I had to close down everything, I had to close down my mind. Too many things have caught me, too much could make me blind. I've seen so much in so many places, so many heartaches, so many faces, so many dirty things you couldn't even believe. I would land for this. It's always good in life for this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Then it fell apart. It fell apart. Oh, baby.
Right, I have to say, this is so enjoyable, this hike. It meant to be a trackless, like no path or very distinguished path, how do you say it? Like fade out, but because it's so popular, with the time the path is actually here. So it's not difficult to follow. The first part was slightly boggy as you seem, but it was not the bog like I never deal with. It was pretty alright. I'll just take a rest here for a sec. It is blowing like a really strong north cold wind, but it just don't bother me at all because I'm wrapped. And important is that it's not raining and it's no midges, so it's super enjoyable. And how I get rid of the foods, and I'm not having a full bottle of water. The backpack is so light, it is like, what, 11 kilo? So it's absolutely pleasant hike. I don't want to stay at that coffee shop and charge myself, so I'm having a pretty good time. It's 12 o'clock, so it goes really well today. I'm happy.
My father said never give up, son. Just look how good Cassie has become. Mohammed, Mahatma, and Nelson. Not scared to be strong.
I mean, what if they say I'm no good? What if they say, get out of here, kid, you got no future?
Now you can run and just see it right. No, I'll never be no one in my whole life. To keep on dancing all life long. In you I see someone special. Don't go to war with yourself. Just turn it on.
So, behind me is Old Man of Storr, and over there down there is the car park, and it's fairly busy because it's Friday afternoon and it's sunny. So the route is ridiculously busy because it's very accessible from the car park. So I thought there is a coffee shop and it's like just a kiosk, and they sell only coffees and cakes. So no food, no charging point, no electric on the toilet. I mean plug, so I didn't top up the charger, but heating up, so thanks to Lila we'll have hot food tonight.
Can swing. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Or we can be heroes just for one day.
So I made it to the old man of Storr, and I'm just over there, Lochan. I wanted to camp over there, but it's so windy that I would just suffer there. Here is still like hitting the wind, but it's not that bad, and I have at least a beautiful view. Alright, it never took me so long to pitch the tent. I don't know what's wrong with it, it just has really bad shape. And you can see over there how it's bended. I'm not gonna talk to you probably too much because I'm not feeling well. It's because I didn't eat anything except like one chocolate in a day, only because I thought I will be faster at the car park, Old Man of Storr, and I seen on Google that there is a coffee shop, but I didn't know it's just a kiosk. So I saved myself that I'm gonna probably have a food there. I was dreaming about a vegetarian breakfast, and yeah, it's just a kiosk and you can't even sit inside, so I was cold and sweat. And then I couldn't set up the tent, and you know, you didn't eat all day, so I feel a little bit sick from my stomach. But the spot is amazing. It's just a shame that the sun is already gone. But it might look nice tomorrow morning, but I didn't check the weather yet. Tomorrow's supposed to be the most worst day, and I'm only on the ridge tomorrow, so it's a long day, so we'll see how it goes. Morning. It's 6 o'clock morning. Not really fancy to wake up. Glimpse of Aurora came yesterday, and it was difficult to wait for it because I need to wait until it gets dark. But at the same time, I need to wait until the moon jump up, because to see the northern lights you need to have it dark. So in between, I was doing these little time lapses where 2-second time lapse takes 25 minutes. So whole night I was outside the tent, cold, but it was worth it. It's not the best picture, but yay! Aurora came to see me. It was not visible by naked eye, by the way. Shima, shima, shima. my beautiful souls. I am on my way. I am on my way. It doesn't look that bad how I was worried. The forecast was showing hail and rain. On the map office they said that the weather might get worse in afternoon. So I really tried to like pack quickly and left. I went a little bit off the trail because here it's trackless, so it's so many sheep tracks here, so you can very easily to get off the trail. But it's not a big issue because you have to follow the ridge, so you quickly find your way. It's just the bogging takes a little bit of time to like, you know, get back on track. I stop about like 100 times to take the waterproofs on and off. On again, I'm off the trail probably. It looks like. And now I top up the last water, which is in front of the basically ridge. That's the last stream. And then there is nothing on the top. There might be some boggity bog streams and puddles because it was raining and wet, but I don't want to rely on it. Good day ahead, hopefully. First rain shower. It looks like it's gonna be hanging over me for a while. It's snowing now. Snow. Hehe. It was quite long hour or maybe hour and a half of snowfall, but it was stunning. I really don't mind. It didn't bother me because, like, as you see, I don't know if you actually can see anything. It's already clearing sky, and I have to say, like, I can't imagine now wearing like trail runners. I'm so glad for my boots. I'm warm, I'm dry, I don't have wet feet, I'm not wet at all. It didn't bother me at all that it's snowing. It just adds on my trip. This is rather steep, very steep.
Hell full 1 hour and a half behind me. I lost my phone. I left it somewhere. I checked the maps, and usually I have my phone tied together, so I'm not losing it, but I was very impatient this morning, to put it through, and I have this intuitive thought like you're just gonna lose it, and now I don't remember where I walked. It could be anywhere, so I climbed those hills up and down now, but I found it. It's my everything. I don't have any security things, so everybody can access everything if someone found it. I have my train ticket, my films, my videos, everything. This is my life. From now is going here. So I'm sitting here right in front of this last sucker, and when I have a look on it, I'm like, wanna cry. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm doing like one step in a minute, and it's going just directly up. I think I'm just gonna fade out in a minute. Wow! I can see the Hebrides! Woo! Heureka!
Waking to these sounds again, I wonder how I'll sleep. Passing out is taking off into the stubborn deep. I'd like to meet a human who makes it all seem clear, to work out all these cycles and why I'm standing here. I'm falling over and over and over and over again now, calling over and over and over and over again now.
Oh, beautiful soul. It's 7 o'clock evening and I made it to this spot. I wanted to stay up there, but in the view was the super modern new fence. So I decided to walk more down, and it's actually much better. It's less windier here, it's no wind at all. And I have this beautiful view on Quiraing everywhere around me. Last tent was my broken trekking pole, because I really needed to support myself. I was losing the bottom part in the book because the duct tape was not holding it anymore. I don't have any more duct tape because I use it for the legs on the tripods, which is not working anyway because it's still in the use. So every time I want to make a picture, I lost all the legs and I need to put them back. I know why my tent has a bad shape. My one pole is snapped, so when I now set up the tent, it just pop out. So luckily I have those sleeves, so I put it on, but I can't secure it because I don't have more duct tape. So I might secure it only with the last plaster that I have. The batteries are switching off. The plan is to go to Flodigari, or how does it called, tomorrow, to restaurant and eat food. Just a quick update about the camping spot. So we've been camping here, and then you have this plateau where you can camp if it's too windy from this side. From there you have to like contour this mountain, which was trackless. You just need to make your own path. The same, all the ridge like was fade out mostly in the boggy sections and on going up. But you can camp pretty much anywhere on these between peaks. I put it in a video on a Patreon if you're interested, but there are no streams, but there are ponds, and the pond has the water. So I carry the water completely useless. I could take it just from the pond. It's very slow going. We are at the moment, there is a car park and I'm just right here. This last sucker killed me. Very good morning, gorgeous souls. It's 6:30 morning. It's cold, beautiful morning on Quiraing. The sun is setting from 4 o'clock on the sky, but it's fairly chilly. It's frost still on the grass, and it was blowing wind until now. So I was just like, swearing in my tent that I'm cold and I want to just dress up and go, because I don't have any food, I don't have any water, I don't have any tobacco, and I'm very hungry and thirsty. There is a food truck on the car park, but I do believe it's gonna be closed. It's Sunday, so the water could save me because there is a waterfall. It's just I'm hungry. I might do a soup then, and can't wait to be at a village. Tomorrow, on a Monday, I have to spend basically whole day still on Isle of Skye because my train is going at 10 o'clock evening. So I will be home Tuesday. But it was beautiful. I mean, it's still not done, but today is looking like a stunning day ahead. Oh my god, look at the views, that's mental.
Where were you when I was burned and broken? While the days slipped from my window watching. And where were you when I was hurt and I was helpless? I was staring straight into the shining sun. Lost in thought and lost in time, while the seeds of life and the seeds of change were planted. Outside the rain fell dark and slow, while I pondered on this dangerous but irresistible pastime. I took a heavenly ride through our silence. I knew the moment had arrived, the killing the past, coming back to life.
Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful souls. I made another YouTubers. So this is Damien and Sivan.
And we are Mank Outdoors.
Mank Outdoors. Give them follow. And this is a
Thank you.
true backpackers. Look,
Yes.
our backpacks.
Yes,
Look at the
massive.
backpacks.
Oh my God.
No bloody
Wow,
ultra
wow.
lightweight. I didn't met one ultra lightweight backpackers are pussies.
Strong
We are
pussios.
true hikers.
True backpackers.
Woo!
Heavy low, let's go.
They're going north to south and they have all the way around. So
Yeah, long way to go. Yeah.
wish them a good luck and good weather.
Peace out.
And give the follow. Beautiful souls. I met another true hikers.
Another beautiful south. This is Bill.
And Steve.
This is Bill. Hello.
Hello.
And this is
Steve.
Steve. He's gonna have a channel, so
One day. He says he's going to have a channel.
All I need a little time to get behind the sun and cast my weight. All I need's peace, this mind I can celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live.
oh beautiful souls, this break was the best break I ever had so far on my trips. The location of this restaurant is like a sanctuary. It's a hiker's sanctuary. I had the most beautiful homemade tagliatelle with wild mushrooms and seeds and a latte. And John gave me a little bit of tobacco, so I'm fine until tomorrow. And I just couldn't move for another 30 minutes, so I have to stay there for about, I don't know, altogether 2 hours. I charged my phones a little bit to top up my charger. So now I'm heading up back to the coast and have a last 11 kilometers to the lookout. Lookout. I feel a little bit heavier on my stomach and like, you know, with the food and everything, but wow, I would stay there for forever. There's buzzing bees here.
Took a ride to the end of the line where no one ever goes. Ended up on a broken train with nobody I know, but the pain and the longing's the same when you're dying. Now I'm lost and I'm screaming for help alone. Relax, take it easy, for there is nothing that we can do. Relax, take it easy, blame it on me or blame it on you. It's as if I'm scared, it's as if I'm terrified, it's as if I'm scared, it's as if I'm playing with fire. Scared, it's as if I'm terrified. Are you scared? Are we playing with fire? Relax.
Beautiful souls, this is the most beautiful Bothy I ever stayed. This is gonna be my room. This is like kitchen area. And look at that, look at this. This is absolutely like, oh, I don't have a verse. Hello, hello, good evening, beautiful souls. Hello, welcome to my hotel room. But this lookout is just so nice. I love this window and I love the view on the Hebrides because I walked there 1 year ago, and it feels incredible to be here, and I'm here alone so far. It's 7 o'clock evening and it's Sunday, so I do hope that nobody will come. You can fit here 3 people on the beds, probably more on the floor over here, and in the room you can fit here quite lots of people, but it won't be much pleasant. I have just the soups, which is fine because I had a really good food at the restaurant, which I highly recommend you. A waiter John was his second day today and he was looking after me like a queen. It's quite posh and expensive restaurant and a hotel, but they're doing beautiful food, and it's the only place around open for food. They said that lots of hikers who are doing Skye Trail are stopping there. So they accommodate me despite I was dirty and stinky, and you know, they brought me like 4 liters of water. I mean, an incredible experience and service, so I highly recommend you to stop at the Bothy restaurant, no matter which direction you're doing, at least for coffee. And the thing is that because I'm doing other way around, not many people are staying at this Bothy. I think so, because it's only 3 or 5 kilometers. Basically, I'm 5 kilometers away from finish the trail. I'm not at the end yet. The actual trail finished at the phone box, but you can go down to the Rubha Hunish thing. There are coming some people. So today, as my last day, is the official last day is tomorrow. I still have to hike, as I said, 5 kilometers down to the bus stop, and then I'll take bus, which is going to Portree, because you need to change. It's not going directly bus to Broadford or anywhere else. And I will spend like a day at the Portree just to wandering, eat, you know, get some souvenirs and postcards, and then just head off to Inverness, and from Inverness to London. So tomorrow is gonna be just, you know, like a relaxing day traveling. I made it. I made it, and I am on the edge of crying, my beautiful souls, because you don't want to know how much I miss this kind of adventure. I had the really bad burnout, and you could probably said from my last video that I even didn't know that if it make any sense doing this trip, and it was my condition
and it was also the weather, and the weather makes such a difference. And I met lots of people who they said the same thing, that the weather make difference, and I was incredibly lucky for this trip. I didn't mind it was snowing or windy, and I am just proud of myself that I made this 130 kilometers after mastectomy and after all these surgeries and stuff I went through. I know there is lots of stronger people with such a worse conditions, but I was really reaching a breaking point that I felt like a zombie. For 3 weeks that I was waiting for this trip, basically for the weather. Oh, excuse me, I keep crying. I even didn't know like what's gonna be next, and you know, this trip just brought me back, like, completely. Today I met so many beautiful people since the early beginning, Julian, then... Good morning, beautiful souls. After I come down from my spot, I found a beautiful soul, Julian, first smoker, who gave me his tobacco. He literally saved me, and I'm crying from happiness. Oh, thank you, Julian. Monk Outdoors, a beautiful couple, Bill, Steve, John at the restaurant. Everybody was so kind to me, and Lila, who saves me with the gas. Like, if she didn't give me the gas, I'd probably die from starvation. So I'm so happy.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but know what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, and the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Light will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Good morning, gorgeous Skye souls. It's stunning, another stunning morning on Isle of Skye with beautiful sunrise and Hebrides, outer Hebrides behind me. It's absolutely incredible morning. It's a very chilly morning. I'm freezing, I'm packing. Amazing trip. I would say the most beautiful trail in Scotland I did so far. So I
I'm done. Last 3 kilometers. I just want to say thank you to everyone. I would like to say thank you also to Clark for his recent purchases of my canvas. He is my altar customer. He's just having so many of them as well. So thank you for that. If you're interested, have a look on my Patreon where I'm doing logistics, planning, exactly which buses, where to stay, locations with the map, for the camping, for everything, for food, for refreshment, all handy information. Plus you get a postcard. Have a look on my website with the paintings from the sky. I just can't wait to paint all these, my beautiful souls. And yeah, I just can't wait to see you in June. None of your knowledge, your connections will be of any use here. Till legs suffice the big eyes to see with. Walk alone across the mountains or through the forest. You are nobody to the hills or to the fig bogs. You are no longer a role or a status. You are a body that feels sharp stones on the path, cares the long grass and the freshness of the wind. When you walk, the road has neither present nor future. Nothing but the cycle of mornings and evenings. Always the same thing to do all day, walk. No past, no plans, just the eternal child inside you.